Fell behind early. The 0-2. Gurriel smacks one, shallow center field. Here comes Nimmo, speeding in. He goes into a slide, and oh, he made the catch. Brandon Nimmo came in feet first and hauls it in off the left side of his body. Big league play from Brandon Nimmo for the second out.
So behind in the count, 3-1. And Diaz lifts one out to right center, back in the gap. Nimmo, a long run across the warning track. He dives and he makes the catch. Oh, wow. Nimmo ran a country mile to get to that ball. Had to take a sharp turn at the last moment to go across the warning track and reel it in with a dive. Great play by Nimmo for the second out. And a little looper into center field. Nimmo on the run, diving, and he makes the catch! Throw back to second, and Kemp gets back safely, but Brandon Nimmo saves the game. He might have hurt himself in the process. His second diving catch of the game. He made the great catch in right center back in the second against Diaz, and now streaking into left center to take a hit away from Peterson in the ninth. More than 40 points below their average against righties. And the breaking ball head out to center. Nimmo giving ground. He'll get there. And jumps and barely grabs it in the webbing. Wow. That ball took off on Nimmo. And he had to make a...
David VR with the bases loaded. In the air to center field. Nimmo on the move. Still coming. He lays out and makes the grab. First run will come in, but Brandon Nimmo, a diving catch. Keep it from turning into more. It's 1-0 San Francisco on a sacrifice fly from David VR.
Giants will take it, though, getting on the board first.
He drives that one to center. That might stay up for Nimmo. Dives and makes the catch. Another bullet off the bat of Acuna. He's just in ropes everywhere. And Nimmo was equal to the task. Outstanding play by Brandon to take a base hit away from Acuna and get Nikosic through a 1-2-3 for it. And he drives one out to center, chasing Nimmo back, all the way back, and Nimmo makes the catch. And that retires the side. Nimmo forgot how many out there were, but he makes a terrific play to save Lucchesi further trouble. 2-2 coming, and that's lined into center field. Nimmo coming on, diving, and he made the catch. Nimmo with the bat, Nimmo with the glove, 1 out.
You always get the effort from Brandon.
So much has been made of him playing deeper, making him a better center fielder, but you can't play deeper unless you have the ability to come in on balls like that. And it's lined to center field. Nimmo coming on, reaches down to make the catch, tagging at third, trying to score is Brennan, and now he tries to go back, and Alvarez has him in the rundown. Beatty makes the tag, double play. Are you kidding me? Terrific play by Nimmo. Terrible base running by Brennan, and the Mets turn 2.
Challenged him with a 3-1 fastball. Rosario was all over it. Right to Nimmo. The problem with Brennan that he did not tag right away. So then he tried to hustle back to third and get started, and he could never get it started enough, and that's why he stopped.
What an enormous play for the Mets. What appeared to be the brink of disaster turns into just the opposite.
You are told anything in the air, you go back and tag. By the time he tagged, he was a little late. Good strong throw by Nimmo, and nice job by Alvarez to recognize, come up and meet the throw, and start the rundown.
Quan, center field, and boy, a little misread there, but Nimmo is able to recover and make a sliding catch.
Yeah, a little hesitation by Brandon Nimmo in center field, who last year started playing deeper than usual. This year he's brought it up a little bit, and with Stephen Kwan at the plate, one thing that Nimmo did do was play a few more steps in, and because of it hesitated but was able to make that play.
1-2 coming, and a high fly ball hit deep to left center field. Back in the gap goes Nimmo on the warning track, right at the fence. He made the catch. He timed it perfectly, in full stride, right at the top of the fence. Nimmo pulls it down. King sized out for Kodai Senga.
That is a fabulous catch. That is a robbing of a home run, too. That would have been out.
Yep, it was above the orange line, and he reached his hand up over that line to pull it back. And Arcia floats one into shallow center. Long run in for Nimmo, diving, and he made the catch. Tremendous play by Nimmo. You know how deep he plays. He had so.
And we'll have to take on Connor Joe with the bases loaded.
And Joe hits one in the air to center field, chasing Nimmo back to the warning track, right at the fence. He makes the leaping catch right as he hits the 399 mark. Brandon Nimmo does it again.
Brandon Nimmo takes away extra bases from Connor Joe, and Kodai Senga escapes the bases loaded jam without allowing a run.
8th pitch of the at bat coming from Senga to Joe.
And that's lined toward left center field, cutting across is Nimmo, diving, and he makes the catch. Second time Brandon Nimmo has robbed Connor Joe. First time back into the wall, this time with the dive across into left center.
Well, Brandon Nimmo is becoming quite familiar to Connor Joe, and that big, bright Brandon smile coming off the field. It's the final out in the 5th.
0-1 to Perdomo.
And he rifles one toward right center, but right there is Nimmo to dive and make the rollover catch. 2 outs.
Nicely done, Brandon.
Ball had a little sink to it, and so he had to leave his feet at the last moment, made sure of it,
And thus the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
We got jammed here. Nicely done.
and the curveball hit out to right center field, back in the gap. Nimmo trying to get there, and he does to retire the side. Alec Thomas, not a big home run threat, but he hit that 400 feet to right center, and Nimmo got there to make the play and keep the Diamondbacks off the board.
Gary Sanchez will be first man up against him, and Sanchez flies one to shallow center. On comes
Nimmo diving, and he makes the catch with a nice rollover at the end.
Nicely done by Nimmo to retire Sanchez, 1 out.
Well, you know Brandon's got a good read on a ball in because he plays deep, especially with the power of Gary Sanchez, and able to come in and make a really hard play look a lot easier than it was. Drop and roll.
It's like a fire safety drill.
Riley hits this one to left. That sends Nimmo back. Still going back. Reaches up. Makes a great play. What a read by Brandon Nimmo. He just turned and stuck the glove up and made the catch, robbing Riley.
Before having been moved to center field, he had extraordinary numbers also as a left fielder for the Mets.
This to left field, flying toward a diving Nimmo, and Brandon Nimmo goes full layout to haul it in. A spectacular play. Fermin's got 3 major league hits career. He's like, dude, I don't need that. What an effort.
Playing for the Mets in Double-A.
That's line to center field. Nimmo coming over, diving, and he made the catch. Saying to Michael Harris, you can do it. I can do it even better. Wow. Diving grab by Nimmo for the first out.
Boy, just a great jump off the bat by Brandon. Terrific play by center fielder Brandon Nimmo.
1-1 to d'Arnaud.
And he lines one to center. It'll stay up for Nimmo. Comes in, slides, barrel rolls, and hangs on. A bullet off the bat of d'Arnaud, but Nimmo makes the grab.
And McGill gets through the 3rd.